Good morning. How are you? Hope you all are well. Last class we studied about if else statement, and today I am going to start the new topic, and the topic is switch case statement in C sharp. Switch case. This switch case also we can use for conditional printing. So if we want to print something based on the condition, then we can also use switch case statement. Okay, so let us tell you about the switch case. A switch statement allow a variable to be tested for equality against a list of values. So basically the switch case, they are going to test the value for equality. Equality means the value is equal or not. Okay, each value is called a case. So every value, whatever value will be there, the every value is called case, and the variable being switched on is checked for each switch case. Okay, so let us write the I'm going to write the syntax, and then I will explain to you. The things will clear after the example. So I'm going to write the syntax for switch case. It is also written in the chapter also, so you can also check from the chapter. Syntax for switch case statement. Okay, the first is switch, and inside the switch we are going to write the expression. Whatever expression will be there, we are going to open the bracket, and after the open bracket we are going to write case, and we are going to write the constant expression, and then we are going to put colon, and after the colon we will have statements. After the colon we will have statements, semicolon, and break. This is for the one case. Like this we will have many cases. Constant expression, let us take this is 1, and I'm going to put for another one, so this is the constant expression 2, and like this it will go, and at the last we will have default case. Okay, we will have default, and in the default we are not going to write any constant expression. This default is just work like else. At the last we are giving the else in the if else statement. So here in the switch case also we have default available. If no one case is true, then default will be executed. No one case will true, then default will be executed, and default is optional one, not compulsory. Like, no, same like else is not compulsory, so same here default is also not compulsory. So if we want we can give the default, if we do not want we will not give the default statement, semicolon, and close it. So this is the syntax for switch case statement. What is, starting with the switch we will have the expression, any expression, maybe the number, maybe any boolean expression, maybe alphabet, anything. Then case constant expression 1 statement. If this is true, then which statement you want to execute. So let us explain you here from the slide. Number 1, the expression used in switch statement must have integral or enumerated type. So the very important thing, maybe the objective question may available in your final exam. In the switch statement, we can only use integer or we can only use alphabet or any enumerator type. We cannot use double, we cannot use float, right? So in our class, our course, what we are studying, in this we can only use integer and alphabet, only these two. Alphabet means the character data type. This is the first one. So what is the expression used in switch statement must have the integral or enumerated type or be a class type in which the class has a single conversion function to an integral or enumerated type. You can have any number of case statement within a switch. I told to you, inside one switch we may have many case statement. There is no limit. Based on the problem, based on the condition, our case will vary. In some program we will have one case, some program we will have 2, 3, 4, 5, depends. We do not know. Each case followed by a value to be compared to and a colon. So every case must have here value will be available, constant expression, and we will have colon available. Lazim this. This is the syntax. Colon we need to put. If we will not put, we will get the error. And the constant expression for a case must have same data type as the variable in the switch, and it must be constant or literal. So they are saying in this place we will use same data type value what we declare our data type for that variable. Got it? We are going to use same data type data here in the case statement. We are not going to use different. Okay? Come for the third one. When a variable being switched on is equal to the case, the statement following the case will be executed until a break statement reach. So when any case is true, for example this case is true, the statement will be executed till they will got the break. And you know, for every case we need to give the break. So break statement basically used to stop the execution. Wherever the program, the compiler will find the break, they will stop the execution. It means our program will be terminated, our program execution will be stopped. A switch statement can have an optional default case. So there is one optional default. I told you this is the optional one which must appear at the end of the switch. This must be available at the last end of the switch. And oh here I forgot to put the break. And the default case must have appeared at the end of the switch. The default case can be used to perform a task when none of the case is true. So no break is needed. No break is true. So no one is true, then this default will be executed. So this is the important point related to switch case statement. Okay, so now I am going to give you one example. I am going to write one program using the switch case statement. So remember, in the switch case, the number one point is we are only going to use integer or character data type. Number one, every case must have break. This is the number two. All the case must have break. Every case must end with colon. And another one is there is a one default available. This is the optional one and it must be available at the last of case at the last. This is optional. If none of the case is true, then default will be executed. Okay, so I'm going to open the Visual Studio and I'm going to write one program, and from this the things will be clear. This is the same program I'm going to write using the case statement. So question I'm writing here. Question is write a C# program to print the name of the month based on the value from 1 to 12 using switch case statement. Okay, so I'm going to write one program using switch case statement, and this program is I solved this program using if else statement, and I think this program is also available in our chapter. No, not available in our chapter. Okay, so what we will do first, for all the program, whatever statement you are going to use if statement, you are going to use loop, or you are going to use anything. The first task is we need to declare variable. So how many variable need to declare? One variable only. So the variable is integer type, and I'm going to write the variable is let us take x. Okay, console.write please enter the value between 1 to 12, because we want to give the value from 1 to 12 only. 1 to 12. Okay, this will be x equal to convert dot 2 in 32, and we will have the console dot read line. Sir, no, the value is coming from x variable. So here we will write the switch. Okay, in this switch what I will pass, I will pass the value of x. Value of x from 1 to 12 will pass, and so this is the switch statement here. And what I will do now, I will use the case. So here is the case. Now if you see the syntax, in the syntax it is written here I want to show you here. The expression used in switch statement must have integer, or into where is you can have the case statement switch here maybe. Yeah, tested for equality against the list of variable. Equality means what we are going to do, we are going to write the number 1. If 1 will come from the user, then what we will do, console.write what I will print, I will print January. And after this, see here I did not give anything, so here red line is coming, it means there is an error. So of every case must have break. If I will not give the break, we will get the error. So break is mandatory for all the cases. Okay, now we will have the case 2. Case 2, what will do, so I am going to copy it. For case 2, if this is the 2, then the month will be February. Then we will have the case 3, and in this case 3 we will have what, we will have March. When we will have the case, then we will have the case 4, and case 4 will be April. Then we will have the case 5, and case 5 will be what? May. See here, error is coming because there is no break. One break came here. Then we will have the case case 6, and for the case 6 we will have June. Case 7 we will have July. Case 8 we will have what? Case 8 is August. We will have the case 9, and case 9 will be September. Wait. Case 10. Case 10 we will have October. Case case 11 we will have what, November. And case 12 we will have December. Run this program. I did not use the default. Okay, I will use later. Run this program. See here, we have one error is coming. So now I want to show you how we will locate the error. If you see here, syntax error, colon expected. Colon expected means maybe we do not have the colon, or we have more colon. If you come here, they will tell you in line number 47 error is available. Line number 47. If you click this, it will take to you line number 47. Or if you want to be line number here, line number is also coming. So if you want line number, go to the tool. We have option available. In the option, if you come to the text editor, okay, in what we will go? Text editor, click the C#, and here select line number. When you choose the line number will be available here. And if you see here, if you see our error code, click no. Do not click the yes. When error is coming, do not click the yes. Always click no. Then you will get the error message. Click no. And here you see line number 17 having error. 47 is this line. And here what problem is? Problem, I forgot to put colon. So I will put the colon now. Now program is fine. I will give the value for April is coming. Okay. 4 is the April. If again I will run this program, I will give 7, July is coming, and maybe some user, we do not know what kind of user is there. Some user is crazy type. So what he will do? He will run this program and he will give value 88. So in this, he will give the value 88, nothing is coming. Okay. So what we supposed to do in the default we will write what we will write console.write. We will write please enter value between 1 to 12 only. This message I am giving to the user. When any user, they will give value out of 12, maybe 13, 15. So this message will be available. Error is coming. It means we need to give the break. So this is the break. So now if any kind of user is there either the user is giving value from 1 to 12, or there is some crazy user, if they want to give 45, message will come, please enter the value between 1 to 12 only. Okay, so this is the one program using switch case statement. I think it's clear. If not clear, I will write some another program so that everything will be clear. So in the next video I will write some another program, then it will be clear. Okay, thank you.